misled. I was misled. I am livid about what happened. I was on this very stage 2 days ago, and I was telling the public information that had been told to me in a room just a few yards behind where we're located right now. I wrote down hand notes in detail about what everybody in that room told me in sequential order about what happened. And when I came out here on this stage and told the public what happened, it was a recitation of what people in that room told me, whether it be law enforcement officials or non-law enforcement officials, whatever the case may be. And as everybody has learned, the information that I was given turned out in part to be inaccurate.
Remember, guys, when I first started reporting on this, I gave you guys the warning that there's several red flags that seem to indicate a high level of deception happening from the police department. It's the same kinds of signs that we've seen in the past when we are misled and lied to and later find out that things are not what they seem. I'll never forget that day when Dr. Fauci made that statement about masks, right? Might block a droplet or two. Scientifically ridiculous statement to make from a scientist who, by nature, deals in precise terms, not the type of terms that would make a ridiculous statement as suggesting that a mask would only block potentially a droplet or two. There's a lot of stuff about what he said, the wording that he used, the way he was dancing around and speaking in circles, being very vague, seeming to lead you in a certain direction. Red flags. Then over time, we realized that what he said was not accurate. He was trying to protect the inventory. The story changed drastically. He himself admitted that he was not quite being upfront with us. I've seen that sort of pattern with multiple instances. And with this story, again, I see the signs of deception. The gaps of information, the vague terms being used, the way they're stating things, the things they're stating. I mean, one of the things that was said recently, for example, was they basically made a claim that 2 people killed the shooter. They say the border police went in and killed the shooter, and then they say that the police did it. Now, to the naive, they would say these are just slips, people make mistakes, information's coming in very quickly. There's a difference between that kind of stuff and when someone's intentionally trying to deceive. It's not quite the same way. We're not idiots, right? So we know what it looks like for people to slip up and jump the gun, and we've seen these things before. And we also know what it looks like when someone's being dishonest. This, from the very beginning, looks like somebody's being dishonest. I still want to know if the cops got shot or not, right? Injured. Then we got that one guy that said shot. We got a kid that seems to be saying something like that as well, but it's a kid, right? And maybe that's where this shot rhetoric is coming from. Anyway, yet again, we see story keeps changing. Now we have Governor Abbott himself admitting he's been misled. The information he gave us was false. Exactly what I was suggesting from the very beginning. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell, be well. I'm going to keep following this case and see where this goes. We want to know what really happened, and it's going to take some time. And remember, my subscribers, when I gave you guys that warning about looking out for a cover-up, looking out for them not wanting to release the videos, delays on releasing the videos, and they come up with some kind of vague excuse, oh, the videos might be gruesome or something like that. Video evidence is very, very conclusive, right? You can actually see there the shooter comes in, there's the cops going down the hall, right? That stuff could be very damning. So if they're trying to hide something, they're not going to want to get that out to you, right? And I want to be very clear. We're not questioning the deaths of the students. What we are questioning is the failure of the law enforcement. Did they completely botch the situation? Are they responsible for at least some of these deaths? In a shooting type situation, it can't be a perfect thing. You're not going to be able to protect every single person. However, your actions that you choose to take is going to have a direct effect on how many lives you save. And therefore, you can have an effect on some people that die. Meaning, some will die that shouldn't have died if you don't do the right thing. Delays in action or bad actions, bad decisions, can lead to the death count being higher than it needs to be. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel for more. This is Debate Me Channel, your nonpartisan source of commentary on situations just like this, especially politics.